Now, the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment, NaCCA, has indicated its intention to introduce a QR code system on textbooks, allowing users to distinguish between approved and unapproved materials. This announcement was made during an inspection tour of various public and private schools in Accra.
Over time, the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment, NaCCA, has taken steps to remove unapproved textbooks from the market. One recent example is the recall of a textbook titled History of Ghana for Basic Schools Learners Book 4 earlier this year. Certain schools attributed this situation to the government's delay in supplying textbooks to support the implementation of the new school curriculum. In response, a monitoring team from NaCCA undertook an assessment of textbooks in selected public and private schools in Accra. During the tour, Professor Edward Appiah, the Director General of NaCCA, addressed the press and mentioned the plan to introduce QR codes on textbooks to facilitate differentiation between approved and unapproved ones.
Not too bad. Of course, we saw one or two books which were not approved. Some of them have approved based upon GES approved syllabus, which doesn't exist. There's nothing like GES syllabus. And then they say some based upon the NaCCA's curriculum. And what is NaCCA's curriculum? So all these things we had to let the schools know that these are not the ones that are approved. Of course, we are coming up with QR codes which will be on all approved books, so that anybody who buys, you can just scan and then you'll be able to know the book, whether it's approved, the details, the day it was approved, the quantity in the circulation, so that we'll cut off this approved and unapproved things that keeps coming up.
He further emphasized that authors who violate the regulations will be blacklisted.
Our LI, which is currently with the Attorney General's Department working on and will be placed in Parliament very soon, has now given us the power. Once it passes, which we hope it will be passed very soon. Of course, our Parliamentary Select Committee on Education are even etching that the document comes before them so that they quickly pass. And then it will give us that power and emboldenment to punish, because we've prescribed some punishment in. Beyond that, of course, if we find out that the publisher has violated the rules and he has misconducted himself or herself, we'll just have to blacklist the publisher and we will announce that, and you'll be shamed. So basically these are some of the things. Even though currently we will not even have what it takes to punish you, I think that by the mere mentioning of the publisher and these infractions is good enough to be a deterrent for others not to do so.
While visiting schools, the team encountered various school authorities who shared their concerns.
We have some of the textbooks, they've been provided, but there are some 3 other subjects which have not been provided. So we'll be grateful if the government would, our world, our people, history, religious and moral education. And in addition, those in the upper primary also need creative art textbooks and computing as well.
Sometimes the parents do buy without taking the approved books from the schools. From next academic year, I will check and then stop that.